Hello. Um, I have here my digital scrapbooking lingo tutorial, and just like any hobby, the participants tend to develop their own language or little phrases and words as shortcuts to discussing the hobby. And so we're going to go through some of those that people in the digital scrapbooking world tend to say often. Of course, there's always new ones popping up, and even ones I don't understand, and I just look at them and think, what in the world are they talking about? So if you ever have any that you see that are not covered on this tutorial, please do stop by the forums and ask. Of course, there are acronyms for the software that are used. For instance, back in Lesson 1, we learned that PSE stands for Photoshop Elements. So you can go back there to read all of those. Digi-scrapping, of course, is the act of making digital scrapbook layouts. You'll see digi put in front of a lot of different words. Like I have a digi-buddy is a friend that I like to digital scrapbook with. Anytime you see the word digi in front of a word, you think of it as digital scrapbooking. Scraplifting is a word that is used often and really throws newbies off, but basically scraplifting is when you head out to various galleries and you cruise around and you find a layout that you like, and you want to make your layout look just like theirs. You might put a photo in the same place as the photo in their layout, and you might put the ribbon in the same place as their layout. Of course, you're using your own photos and your own elements, but you're just using their layout as a guide. And this is legal and this is okay, but you do need to remember to give credit when you scrap lift. So if you upload to a gallery, you need to leave a link to the layout that you scrap lifted, or if the layout's in a magazine, mention that the magazine in your credits. In the digital scrapbooking world, it's considered an honor to be scrap lifted. Most people just gives them warm fuzzies whenever you let them know that they've been scrap lifted. So do try to send them an email or leave a comment under their layout if you do scrap lift them. The word element, that really throws off newbies. I know when I first started, being as I had never even really done traditional scrapbooking, I didn't even know what a kit was, and I had to ask what a kit was. A kit is a collection of matching elements and papers that you can purchase to use on your pages. A mini kit is a smaller, less expensive kit, doesn't contain as many items. You can go out into the digital scrapbooking shops and purchase these kits. Of course, you can sometimes get them as freebies. So an element is something that you would put on your layout, like a tag or a ribbon, a button or a brad. And so elements and papers are part of kits. Now freebies, I've just watched freebies just go crazy and expand over the years as I've been digital scrapbooking. You really could never purchase a thing, just get enough free to do all of your pages. But freebies are those things out that designers started putting out initially as a way for you to get a sample of their work so that you could know that they are high quality and that you might want to purchase their products, their kits. And each designer has a different style, and so by them giving you a free sample of their stuff, you can decide whether or not they are your style, and whether or not you want to purchase them. Of course, this is expanded, and now people just wanting to play around, as I had done for years, and learn and share the stuff they make. They're all out there sharing freebies too, and there's just so many of them. Ploppers are now more often heard of as quick pages. When I first started digital scrapbooking, most people called them ploppers, but now most people call them quick pages, and there are so many names out there for these. And basically they are pre-made pages complete with the papers and the elements all placed on them, and you would bring them into your program and insert your photos in the blanks that they have for them, add your journaling, and it makes for a really quick page to make. And for those people that don't get into all of the different techniques and fun things in creating layouts, and they just want to get their pages done, these are perfect for them, and you can even find them for sale in stores and as freebies. We talked about a digi-ready and credits. We've hit that a little bit already too, but whenever you upload into onto an online gallery, it's very important that you note the credits, which is to say who made what elements and what papers that you used on your layout. This also goes for fonts that you used, that you may have downloaded. I generally don't give credit if I just use an Arial or a Century Gothic font, but those that are special ones that I've downloaded, make sure you give credit for those too. Here's some more acronyms you'll see. I don't use these a whole lot, because these first two anyway a whole lot, because I tend to type fast and I just type out the word layout. But for those who type slow, it's so much quicker just to put LO for layout and SB for scrapbook. A rack is a random act of kindness, and that is when somebody may just contact you privately and offer you a free kit or a free element. Just doing something kind for somebody else. And it often, if somebody does a random act of kindness to you, it's a good thing to go back into the forums and post a new post letting other people know that they did that random act of kindness. Of course the giver doesn't expect that, but it's a nice thing to do to give back to them. A CT or a DT, most often it's referred to as a CT. It's a creative team. Designers have people who will join their creative team. Sometimes you have to apply to be on their creative team, and then they announce the winners to be on the creative team. And this is the person joining the creative team benefits because they will receive free kits from the designer, but in turn they must make layouts with those kits and post them in galleries or Yahoo groups, and it's a way of advertising for the designer. BOM is Book of Me, and that's a collection of layouts put in a scrapbook all about you. And ATC are artist trading cards, and those are similar to personalized business cards, and I've never done them. I don't really get the whole concept of them, but there's a lot of people out there that do them. There's crops, challenges, and chats. These are all sometimes used interchangeably. Now a challenge is simply that they challenge you to do either a template or use a quote or use certain colors or any innumerable things to get you to be inspired to do layouts. And so if you're stuck and need inspiration, head on out to the shops and the sites and look in their forums for various challenges that might inspire you. Often if you do a challenge, you'll get a freebie with it, but I like to do challenges just to help me get my layouts done. Now a chat is actually scheduled in a chat room at a certain time. Sometimes they will give a challenge during the chat. Often people show up in chats just to get the freebies, but I tend to like to go to chats just to have friendly discussions with other digital scrapbookers, kind of as a time waster, as I'm not interested in a lot of freebies and whatnot. And all of the sites out there have abbreviations. These are some of the common ones that you will see out there of some of the sites that have been around a little bit longer, but you'll see new ones pop up all the time. And some of these sites I need to update my tutorial. This one is no longer active here, but there are so many ones out there, and this list here, another one that is not on here is for Digi Shop Talk. I'll need to add that. And a toot, you can toot your own horn, that's okay, or you can toot somebody else's horn, but if you can go out into the forums and toot somebody, that means you're bragging about them or giving their layouts or what they've done some praise. And so I hope this has helped you become more familiar with the digital scrapbooking world, so you feel more of a part of it. And please, as I said at the beginning, if there are any acronyms not covered on here, just give me a shout in the forum and we'll help you figure out what that acronym is.